So hi family, welcome to Align with Ariana. I am Ariana, of course, and this is a different session. You guys asked for it. I'm going to be putting on makeup and talking to you guys while I'm channeling, and I really want to talk about the upcoming recent energy of Yfn Lucci. I think that's his name, Yfn Lucci. I need to find out his actual name because that actually matters. So I'm just going to look that up here. Let me see. He was apparently arrested and, okay, perfect. And his name is Rashawn Bennett. Interesting. I'm getting like a lot of downloads already. But allegedly he was arrested for a shooting that occurred. Now, many of you want to know, you want me to channel the energy. So I'm actually going to be channeling the energy for spiritual guidance and to find out what the message is from spirit. But I'm going to be doing that in the process of doing my makeup. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm starting off with like a moisturizer, you guys. Most of you know I'm not the makeup type of person, okay? I'm not a makeup guru. One of the things that is already coming through like in his energy is that he has been like super since he was a young age, kind of like off to himself, like very much off to himself, to the point where he will kind of daydream a lot. Like people used to say, okay, you daydream too much, it's time for you to focus. So that's one of the things that's coming already, is that he has the ability to go in between different like frequencies energetically to tap into things. Like that's one thing that he's really good with. He can go in between energies to like basically bounce off or find his energy. It's weird. It's like he can go into different aspects of life to get creativity, which is like and then he separates himself from things easily. Like he's able to compartmentalize. I think that's the word, compartmentalize. Yeah, like when you can break things off that happen in your life, like certain scenarios that happen in your life, and you can put them in a certain place and then not really react to them or have a feeling towards them. So right now he's compartmentalizing a lot. I'm going to use the bare minerals, good hydration. Now you guys know that I'm vegan, so a lot of these products here are going to be vegan based. But yeah, and then some of them are just like leftovers that might have they're vegan friendly. So this bare minerals is definitely vegan. So I did use my oil, my goddess oil that I have and I make, that is on my website. It's currently on my website, but it's sold out. He compartmentalizes so well, you guys. So right now he's very compartmentalized. He has like 0 to no emotions in regards to this arrest that's happening right now. So of course he has none of this information has been like, he hasn't been proven to be anything. You're innocent before you're guilty. But I do see that this is an opportunity for his soul to get on path. It's so funny because, yo, I love Reginae. Like, I love her energy. And she's coming up, of course. And you guys want to know, so why not talk about it? You know, I love her energy. She's a young empress. She's like a young empress that's tapping into her energy as a woman. And she's finding out a lot about her journey. She doesn't know that she is a healer. Like, she doesn't know that she heals through her laughter. I keep seeing her and him like laughed so much. So she doesn't know that she's a healer for him. She heals him. So, you know, her keeping her spirits high right now, I see that her energy is like needing to be there, but she heals him through laughter and they have that bond. But yeah, he's very compartmentalized. His soul has traveled for quite some time, meaning he has had a couple of lifetimes of like hard times with a traveling soul. Like his spiritual journey has been very long and very harsh. I see him in a period of time where he has chosen different lives. he has chosen many lives, but he's chosen different lives to experience certain things. And then one of them, especially the commonality within the life cycles that he has had, is that he chooses a life cycle of being in poor or poverty. So though he's not there now, that's probably why he's able to have success now financially, is because over his life cycles, he has been poor or been in poverty and been poverty stricken. But that had helped him form a character within the arts as well. That's where he gets his creativity from, is because of that life. He was a poet and a writer at a period of his life. Now we're talking about life cycles here. Life cycles go way back then. If you know about life cycles, then you know. And he was a poet and a writer of his time. I also see a very like old man energy that's attached to him. So probably like 58. I think that was the longest life cycle that he had, was the age 58. That's probably the longest he's ever lived through the life cycle. Or his past life was age 58. I keep seeing it. So that's probably something that's very common for his life cycle. So, here or there, I keep seeing that energy be around him. And that's something that he chose for his life cycle. I also keep seeing that with him is that Bennett name is, he comes from a line of brothers, or he had a past life where there were a lot of men in his life. So it's almost like this past time or his past life with having a lot of men in his life, like as far as friends or like a brotherhood, he was a part of a brotherhood. But one thing that I am seeing is that brotherhood has carried him his whole entire lives, every cycle that he's lived. And even within this cycle, what you will notice around his livelihood is that he will have a lot of brothers around, but he will not trust them, because within his bonds or ties of his brotherhood, he was betrayed multiple times. But he finds strength in brotherhood, but he will not be able to have like super close connections. You will never see him with a lot of men. You will always see him attracting more to women or having that connection with women because of his past lives. He has been done really wrong with his past lives as far as men. So the connection of men just won't even be there for him right now. So anyways, so within this situation, what I am getting is that he is, like I said, he's compartmentalizing so much to the point where he's separated his energy or emotions in regards to how he feels about the situation. He has really no feelings about it. Like he has broken himself apart from it, and he really does feel that connection of disconnect, if that makes sense. So of course he's innocent until proven guilty. And I'm not here in no shape, form, or fashion, okay? You guys know that I'm big on energy. I'm not here to talk about whether he did it or whether he didn't do it. I'm talking with the soul and connecting with the soul to see what the soul has to say. So I do feel that his energy has, he's definitely separated himself from what he feels or how he feels about it. I do see him holding a young female, like a young child, or even possibly like this might be a young mother holding him. So right now, if he has a lot of women in his life, which I know he does, they're like wrapping their arms around him to like protect him and hold him, to make sure that he's being protected from a lot of energies, a lot of sources, to make sure that everything is good with him. But I also see something as it relates to him there will be some issues with like him signing an agreement and a contract with the whole situation. So I see him being presented with like an opportunity of a contract, and I see him like totally like turning it down, like not even signing, not going through with any type of negotiations whatsoever, because he knows that his career and everything he's worked for, he knows it's a possibility that he's lost it. But he's always had a connection where he feels like it's always been something in his mind that he felt like this was just temporary. Like, you guys, this energy that he has, it's like he's always known that something will come up in his career path to completely take him off. It's like he knew that his career path in singing or rapper or whatever he does, that it was only for a short period of time. So this is definitely that one thing that is only for a short period in his time. It was like a contract that he signed for a short period of his life. I do not see him like going back into rapping. I see it's going to be very, very hard. I also see some sort of like recording happening while he's locked up, while he's in jail. I see some sort of recording happening. So I don't know if there was a recording that's going to be happening in jail or if something is going to be released, but I do see some sort of recording happening. I hear the recording of this energy of whatever's going on. Some recording. So it's probably while he's in jail. I'm not for sure, but I do hear some sort of recording that's going on that will be released, that somebody's going to talk about, possibly a female coming forth and talking about this energy. But the female, I sense that like there might be a tie in connection with this female and her brother. So I'm wondering if the female that is in the recording is talking about her brother, and her brother might be a victim, okay, or some sort. I'm not quite sure, but that's what I'm hearing. You guys, y'all know, y'all send me the name. Of course, you just know I had to look up his name, so y'all know I don't know anything about this. So this is not like one of those things where I get like, oh, I look into it. No, I don't need any background information. I'm certified with the double blue check, okay, because I have a lot of people that trust me, and yeah, I'm just bomb like that. I trust my own intuition, and yeah, so I don't have time to be looking up things. So FYI, this is definitely double certified. You can click if you want to, you can believe if you want to, whatever the case may be, but I do see some sort of recording. I also see a couple of other things coming out about some jewelry or something being taken from him, something being stolen, okay? So this might revolve around like a robbery or some sort of robbery. So I don't know if he was reacting out of that situation, but this does result around something will come out about a robbery or connection or ties to that. I also see that in his spiritual path right now, this is an opportunity for him to rewrite some contracts, some things that he's done in past lifetimes. This is the opportunity for him to rewrite his story. I see a woman like wrapping their arms around him, holding him. This could be a mother. I see a mother or grandmother that could be holding him and really trying to get him to release pain and let go. I don't know if he saw his father get murdered or something happening with his father, but he saw something very traumatic when he was younger. I'm a seer, so I'm able to travel back and see, and he saw something that was very traumatic with his eyes with a man that he loved or that he was learning to love. Okay, he was learning how to open up his heart to men, but he saw something that was very traumatic that would like change the course of his destiny. Like he will never forget it. Okay, but I see him and this woman holding him to remove this energy off of him. So I'm getting from spirit that this is like a spiritual call for him to get that second chance to rewrite his contracts. Contracts are generally like when we have soul contracts, when we make a soul contract, it is because our souls are ready to elevate or ready to learn from something, or it just could be a life lesson that we need to live out. You make soul contracts within relationships. You make soul contracts within like new beginnings. It doesn't matter. Your soul is always making different contracts, even with new people that you meet. So I do see him and Regine on that soul contract, but I see her as a healer to help assist him. So she does help heal him. So you guys, many of you might have negativity or negative energy to say. You can't judge what's on the outside because you don't know what's really going on the inside. But she is helping to assist him in a healing process. Her purpose with him is to help assist him. And you cannot knock if you might think that she might need someone else that's different or whatever, but she is helping to assist him on her soul journey, and that is why that attachment and that bond is there. And I see her being there always as a healer to help assist him. So sometimes healers sacrifice themselves or sacrifice things that people can't understand in order to do things on their journey. And I see her doing that. So I actually, big ups to that. Like, people don't understand, but yeah. So, I see her in that area. So I see him rewriting this contract that he needs to rewrite. So this is a time for him to do so. I'm also seeing everything play out. So like I said, he compartmentalizes very much to the point where he's able to, disassociate himself from what actually took place. So right now in his mind, it hasn't even ring a bell what is going on. It's like he's able to move on with his life or go through everything emotionally. But you guys, he has been going through some things. Like, he's been in and out of legal trouble lately. And he's quite frankly tired of being pursued by social media, by all of these contracts. I keep seeing all these people throw paperwork at him. So he's not out of the woodworks with his monies, you guys. His monies is tied up. He has a lot of things with paying debt. Like, he has a lot of debt that he has incurred, that he owes, that he has not paid. And it's not like he owes and he's running away from it. It's like, these are things that just keep coming up that he has to pay out. Like, he's paying out this, he's paying out that. These are the things that keeps coming up, and he's just paying out every time you turn around. So he's wanting a pause. He's wanting a break. He's tired. He's quite frankly tired and wants a break, wants to pause. So that's what he's getting right now, is some sort of pause. Just checking, because I don't want to halfway do my makeup while I'm sitting here chatting with you guys. But yeah, it's like he's pausing, and it's like this is a break for him to breathe, to be honest. He's like, thank God something is giving me a break, because I don't know how to feel. He has been going through, and like this it's like really good, because it's like a cry or a help for his soul that he has been having with trying to balance his lifestyle with his past and feeling deserving of it. You guys, he doesn't feel deserving of his lifestyle. He doesn't feel like he deserves where he is at right now. He doesn't feel it. So it's hard for you to accept it, honor it, or appreciate it if you feel like you don't deserve it. He doesn't even, it's like he went through a time lapse. He's like to the point where, how did I even get here? He doesn't even remember how he got to this point. So like I say, he time travels a lot, you guys, on his soul journey. He's able to go through different realms, and he gets stuck in those places sometimes, and time goes by so fast. So he's not even sure how he got to this point. But I see a lot of wanting to, just like wanting to like be happy about just being in this place. He's happy about being still, about people not having access to him all the time. He's very, very happy about that. Like, that's the joyous part for him. He's very sad because he does not believe in, like, he knows what it means about life, taking life or seeing life leave or slip at a moment's notice. So he knows about the importance of it. So you guys, he's not the one to be the type to like brag about death or anything like that, because he values life. He does. Through his lifetime, he has experienced so many things that he values life. So he's not the type to sit around and brag about like, oh yeah, something happened, or like some other these rappers, I took somebody's life, or whatever the case may be. Somebody run up on me, I took their life. He's not that type of person. He values life. What he's having a hard time with now is adjusting to his new life and finding balance in the old, which he does. He's still seeking internal help for that. And that's what he's going through right now. So I'm also seeing that like in his soul journey right now, he is definitely going to be experiencing a life of solitude. So he will be very secluded in his energy, like for a while. So even after now, you guys, after this whole situation, he's going to be in solitude. He's not really going to want to be out there. It's like I see him taking a path of his old cycle of like reading books. He was like a poet. He read books. He was a poet. So I see him going back into that life cycle. And then I also see him not being able to have access to the community. So you guys can take that any way you want to, but he could be in for it for a long haul. I see him not having access to the community anymore, not having that sort of access to the community. This will be a long, drawn out process. I do see a minimum of 2 years going through this whole entire process. Now, I see a minimum of 2 years of this situation before we would even probably hear any result about what happened. A minimum of 2 years, okay? So you guys might want to know, is there going to be any bond or anything like that? I do not see that. I see him being in solitude for quite some time. I get a hangman energy. You guys, if you know about tarot, you guys know sometimes I do pick a card readings whenever I feel like it. If you guys like those, let me know too. But yeah, I don't really do them that much because I don't want you guys to get stuck on your journey thinking that life is all about picking a card every single day to know about what outcome is next. So yeah, I want you to actually put action towards your journey and focus on manifesting and focus on growing and learning about your soul's journey. So yeah, you guys. So I do see a minimum of 2 years before we even get a resolve of like anything, like of what is to come. And then I also see a lot of court proceedings that will happen. So there will be multiple proceedings that will go on about this case. Like this is going to be drawn out. This is not going to be something that is going to happen overnight. I do see that, unfortunately, I see a lot of mail, a lot of mail coming to him. And I see like him having like access to like I don't know if he's going to get relief, like a workers relief or something, but I do see him not being under scrutiny or under certain watch as much, but I do see him like having some sort of working release or being approved for that, for some sort of good deed. I see him having some sort of good deed where he will be able to be like a release of something, but he will be monitored. And I do see some sort of ankle monitoring that does take place. And I also see him like going into some sort of energy that he will need to be pulled out of. And this could be like an emotional downward energy. I sense that the energy has already been there. It's been there probably since he was about the age of 8. I sense there has been like he has his episodes. Most people define it as depression. Some people just define it as emotional trauma. But it is an emotional trauma that he does have. And I see him going in those energies. But I see at least 2 years of timing dealing with the whole situation for quite some time. I also see the other side of things, like a family that he might or might not have some attachment to. I'm not going to pick that up in the psychic realm because that's very, very heavy, and it can sometimes pull me out of this energy and take me into another energy. But I do sense that there is some connections of hurt and pain with the particular family that did lose someone. Now, I want to remind you that all of this is alleged. None of this has been proven. We don't know if it's to be true. I'm just able to go into an area that is a gift. And I like to share it the way I like to share it, you guys. But this, I hope this does help his soul journey. This is just an opportunity for him to grow and to share. He's going to grow from this, you guys. This is just the beginning. He is going to grow from this, and it's really truly going to change his character. You will see a change in him, like with a lot of things you'll be seeing. His appearance, the way he carries himself, a lot of things you will see him possibly even write a book, because I do see some connections to this for a long time. I told you guys in his past life he was a writer. So if he comes out and writes a book, you guys do not be surprised, because that's his energy. That's his past life energy. So yes, his reading is very, very one that is going to be meant to give him guidance on his path and his process to grow and develop. And this is just the beginning for him. This is just the beginning. Now, as a result, many of you want to know about, his relationship with Regine, and the fact that they have a soul contract. That enough is like personal, and I could really go into like the deep parts about the relationship, but that is impeding on someone's soul contract. But I will tell you that she was meant to send here to help him, to help speed up his healing process and his journey, because he has some more lifetimes to go. I also see that there is a son. So I don't know if he has a little boy, but I see an energy of a son. Okay, so I'm not drawing the connection with him and Regine having a child, but I do see a little boy to come. If the boy is not, is already here, I see a little child, a little boy to come. And this is really going to shape his life in the way that he does things. He's really going to begin to transform his life around that energy because of his past story when he was a young boy, between him and the connection of this man that I see him breaking away from. So I love you guys. If you would like to know more about who I am and what I do, of course, I'm aligned with Ariana. If you would like your personal reading, please visit www.alignwithariana.com to get a personal reading. My books are back open now. And also, you guys, be sure to follow me on my Instagram channel at Align with Ariana. I give your daily motivations. I give your daily how-tos, how you can survive right now, how you can move forward and grow in your life so you can get the very best that you deserve. I love you guys so much. Peace, love, why do?